Most people don't waste their lives because they're lazy. They waste their lives because they don't even notice it happening. They chase the wrong goals. They keep waiting for the right time. They ignore the things that truly matter. And I know this because I did it too. It took me over 30 years to see it clearly. But if you can really understand what I'm about to explain, you won't make the same mistake. The right time never shows up, so stop waiting. Don't let another day go to waste. I have 4 key lessons that I want to share with you. Let's jump right in with the first one. You keep telling yourself, I'll start when I feel ready, when I have more money, when I feel more sure of myself. But here's the real truth. That perfect moment never arrives. I wasted years hoping for the ideal time before I made the changes that I truly needed. I thought that my future self would somehow be more confident, more prepared. But that future version of me never showed up. I was still the same person, with the same doubts, only a bit older. And here's the tough part. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes to start. Science supports this too. It's actually about avoiding discomfort. Let me say that again. Procrastination is not about laziness. It's about avoiding the uncomfortable feelings that come with change. But here's the thing. The more we put it off, the scarier it feels. And soon, days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and suddenly, you wonder where the time went. So the first truth is simple. The perfect time isn't coming. Stop waiting. If you know you've been stuck, telling yourself that you'll begin when the timing is just right, I have something that can support you. It's my Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life workbook. It's made to help you break out of those thinking habits that keep you stuck and help you build the kind of life you actually want. It's completely free, and I'll drop the link below for you. Now let's move on. Working hard isn't always the same as moving forward. Everyone says, work harder, hustle more, grind non-stop. So you do. You fill your days with tasks. You check things off your to-do list. But one day, you look up and realize you're tired and burnt out, but not any closer to your real goals. You've been climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. I've been there. I worked crazy long hours. I gave up sleep, gave up fun, gave up time with people I care about, all because I thought that working harder would get me where I needed to be. But what I didn't understand was this. Working hard in the wrong direction is just another way to waste your life. And it's not just me who went through this. A Gallup poll showed that 80% of people feel no connection to their jobs. That means most people are spending most of their time doing things they don't care about. So, the second lesson is clear. Hard work doesn't always equal real progress. Now, let's talk about something people don't think about enough. Who you spend time with matters more than you think. Let me ask you this. Who do you spend most of your time with? Because here's something that isn't obvious at first. You pick up the energy of the people you're around. Their doubts, their beliefs, their limits, they all rub off on you. If you're around people who always doubt themselves, who think small, who play it safe, it's almost impossible not to fall into the same mindset. For years, I was surrounded by people like that. And slowly, without noticing, I started shrinking too. But then I made a change. I started spending time with people who thought bigger, who took risks, who didn't settle, and everything in my life began to shift. There's research from Harvard that backs this up. Dr. David McClellan found that the people you spend the most time with actually shape your habits, your thinking patterns, and even how much money you make. So if you're feeling stuck, take a closer look at your circle. Because the third truth is this: your future is shaped by the people around you. Now let's talk about fear and risk. A lot of us say things like, I don't want to make the wrong choice, or what if I fail? So we wait. We stay in the same job, keep the same daily routine, live the same kind of life, all because we're trying to avoid failure. But what we don't realize is that we're not avoiding pain at all. We're just swapping short-term discomfort for long-term regret. And let me tell you, regret feels much heavier than failure. Some of my biggest regrets in life are not about what I did. They're about what I didn't do. I remember a time when I was at a turning point and I hesitated. I let fear talk me out of it. That moment never came back. There's a study from Cornell University that found something really powerful. Our biggest life regrets aren't about the mistakes we made. They're about the chances we didn't take, the opportunities we let slip away. See, you think you're playing it safe, but actually staying in the same place is the real danger. So please hear this. The biggest risk you can take is to live a life filled with regrets. If there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. Life won't wait for you to feel ready. You have to be brave enough to begin even when you're not sure. The things you want and the life you dream about won't magically appear. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is going to knock on your door and hand you the perfect opportunity. You have to go out and get it. So ask yourself, what is one thing you've been putting off? Say it out loud, write it in the comments, and then take one small step toward it today. If you need a push to get moving, grab my free Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life workbook. The link is right below. It's the perfect way to start living instead of just waiting. Because if you don't, one day you'll wake up and wonder where your life went. And I don't want that to happen to you. If you're still watching this, thank you. Most people click away after a minute or two. But you stayed. And that tells me something important. You're not just watching videos. You're actually serious about making a change in your life. And I really admire that. We live in a world full of distractions, noise, and quick fixes. But the changes that truly matter, the ones that stick, come from showing up consistently, from paying attention, from making small improvements day after day. And that's what you're doing right now. It matters. Here's something I've been thinking about lately. Most people don't need more advice. They need a reset. They're caught in cycles of stress, burnout, and overthinking. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't care, but because they've drifted so far away from who they are, they can't even hear themselves anymore. If that sounds like you, I want you to know that you're not broken, but you do need a better approach. That's why I created something called The Reset, a free 5-day challenge. It's designed to help you clear your mind, boost your energy, and reconnect with the version of you that feels strong and in control. Every day, I'll send you one short email with a simple action. No fluff, no pointless tasks, just real steps you can take to feel better, think clearly, and move forward again. You'll also get a printable tracker, a few tools I usually only share with my private group, and some extra bonuses that I think you'll really enjoy. This challenge isn't about being perfect, it's about learning how to get back on track, faster, how to stop spiraling, and how to build a life that works for you. So if you're tired of feeling scattered and you're ready to feel more like yourself again, join me. The link is right below this video. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start right where you are. Use what you already have. And always remember, you are the one who decides what happens next. If you found this video helpful, I think you're really going to enjoy the one that's coming up next. In that one, I share the story of how I made my biggest leap in life, leaving my 6-figure job as a doctor to follow a different path. I'll see you there. Of course, just as I was about to start, the phone rings. Typical. Okay, let me deal with that. All right, where were we? Oh, right. Moving on to the next truth. No, wait, I really need to stop doing that pointing thing with my hands. Actually, maybe I'll keep it, but not like that. Anyway, okay, I think we're done here. That's a wrap for this one. Time to move on to the next.